That's one. That's two. Going once. That's two. That's three. Four. Oh. Bah. We really did just unlock that. It's okay. Late in the season, we just got it. Look at this, guys. We got the reactive camo on the Maddox. You guys didn't actually think I was going to be rocking the can, did you? Come on, it's the can. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel here at Staycation, and today we got another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. We're going to be looking at one of my favorite guns in the game and doing a best class setup on it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope it's useful. If you do like it, please make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and turn on those bell notifications. I'll see you guys in there.
Easy go.
We only rock the Maddox out here. This is my favorite gun in the game. This is my go-to, as you guys have heard me say in other videos. But yeah, with the new reactive camos being able to like go on any gun, that's why I had to unlock it. You know, I don't really use the can, so I had no reason to unlock it. But we had to get it for the Maddox. It looks absolutely dope. Like, I just really like it. So we're gonna be getting into today's best class setup. As you guys can see, this is the class I'm rocking right here. We got acoustic center, scavenger, gung ho, dead silence. We got primary gunfighter 1 just because we rocked the 3 attachments. We got fast mix, quick draw, stock, and a reflex sight. So in this best class guide, I'm going to be thoroughly walking you guys through exactly why I decided to use each attachment and why I feel it is most beneficial for this class. On top of that, after, I'm going to be telling you guys and explaining why I used the gear I chose, my perk 1, perk 2, and perk 3 as well. After this, we're then going to get into our score streaks, and I'm going to explain what score streaks I chose and why I feel they are most beneficial and fit this class the best. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right on into it, guys, and that starts us off with our optics. Now, as an optic, I do run a reflex sight. We do have the choice between reflex and elo, but I feel reflex after early on in the game, if you guys didn't know, there was actually a slight nerf to the elo which gave it a tiny bit more recoil, and ever since then I've just naturally stuck to the reflex. Even though the elo does make you feel a bit more open in terms of space, I stick to the reflex because I feel it's most accurate. Now, this is not to say you can't run no optic, because I used to do that as well, but once again, I found that with the reflex sight, I was much more accurate with that small little red dot being able to lock onto my targets than I was without iron sights. And now, this is after extensive play, so I genuinely found that with the iron sights, I was just overall less accurate. Okay, so that's it for the optic. Moving on to our true attachments. First up, we have Fast Migs 1 on the Maddox. Now, why do I run Fast Migs? It's because I'm a very aggressive player. I like to push, I like to run around, be quick, pop in and out of gunfights, and without Fast Migs, I truly feel just like the DAEMON 3xp that I explained earlier in one of my other videos. If I do not have Fast Migs on, the game feels extremely slow. I constantly die because I'm in the middle of reloading, and nothing drives me more crazy than that. So that is why I must run Fast Migs. It allows you to pop in and out of gunfights and be able to get reload and get back into them quickly. Next, we have quick draw and stock. Now I'm going to pair these guys together in terms of my explanation because it's very important. Now, in other Call of Duties, I find, at least, I've always been an SMG player, and SMGs have kind of been like the gold standard of, like, obviously it's the gold standard of Russian because it's an SMG. But in this game, assault rifles truly have been on top, and they still are on top. There are some other SMGs that are good, but overall, in this game, your playstyle is going to consist of mid-range gun battles, close-range gun battles, and no matter what, at longer ranges, the assault rifle is always gonna win. Submachine guns do not stand a chance at mid to longer ranges. So this is why I feel the assault rifles are better in this game. But getting back on track, guys, with quick draw and stock, since SMGs have always kind of been the gold standard, but assault rifles have taken over into this game, I truly feel that getting myself back up to those base SMG stats is extremely important, and that's why I run the quick draw and stock. So not many other assault rifles in this category can do this, other than the KN and I think in the not the Vapor, but I think it's just the KN that can run quick draw and stock as well in the assault rifle class, which is huge because, like I said, I want to get back up to those base SMG stats if the SMGs didn't have like an additional quick draw or stock on it as well. So it makes my gameplay feel fast. The fact that it's an assault rifle, it already feels powerful. I got that range, and the Maddox is just a very accurate gun to begin with. So that does it for my attachments and what I run on this gun and why I think it's so good. Next, we're going to move on to the gear. Now, in terms of the gear, you guys saw I rock acoustic sensor. Why do I rock acoustic sensor? I just think it's overall an extremely great gear piece. The stim shot and core game modes, I know a lot of you guys you feel like you can't run without it, but a common misconception in this game is that people think you can't heal if you don't have stim shot. You most definitely can heal, just not as often, and you can't do it while firing from the hip at the same time. So I think acoustic sensor is a great replacement. You're able to see where your targets are, and you're not going to need to stim shot nearly as much if you play smarter in this game. So instead of like zipping around and shooting a guy who's already shot at you because you didn't know where he is, now if you have the acoustic sensor on, you'll be able to prepare for that gunfight. You'll be able to prepare for almost every gunfight as long as you hear them coming. And this is going to pair perfectly with some of our perks. Now, getting into our perks. Perk 1, I rock Scavenger. There are plenty of great options, but me personally, when I go on streaks, the last thing I want happening is running out of ammo. So that is why I must run Scavenger. Moving on to our perk 2, I run Gung Ho, and once again, this is another essential. I will not run any other perk 2 in this game other than Gung Ho. Honestly, if I could just run one perk in the entire game, it would be Gung Ho, because when I don't use this, like when I prestige, or the first time I did prestige and I didn't have this until I used a prestige token on it, I just felt like I was losing gun battles left and right, simply because of the perk's use. You cannot shoot people nearly as fast as they can start shooting you. So that is why I must use Gung Ho. Moving on to our perk 3, we have Dead Silence. This is what pairs perfectly with the acoustic sensor. You're much quieter, you can hear people easier, and then you really amplify it with the acoustic sensor. I mean, absolutely game changing. You'll be able to figure out where anybody is around you. For example, when I run down the left side of the backyard on Newtown, I can hear someone in a free-for-all running down the right side and turn around and go back and get them. That's how strong the acoustic sensor is. So that does it for the actual class itself, and we're going to talk about score streaks now. So the score streaks do vary. It depends on how good you are at this game. I mean, I'm suggesting to you guys as a good score streak setup as to what I can get most consistently. Now, starting off with score streak run, we are rocking the UAV. So the UAV is great. It's going to tell you where people are. As you guys all know, it's a UAV. Pretty standard stuff over here. But the main thing here is that you get points while your UAV is running from your other teammates, which is really going to help you get up to your next score streak, which is going to be the counter UAV in this score streak setup. Counter UAV is going to do the exact same thing as the UAV. You're going to get more points, which is only going to lead you to your final score streak, which in this case, I like to rock the Drone Squad. The Drone Squad is a very strong score streak in my opinion. One thing to beware of though is with the new release of Zero, when the Drone Squad is hacked by her, it actually is taken over. It's not destroyed, so just beware of that. Now, once again, this is what I run in terms of consistency. Now, if you guys are absolutely godly at this game, by all means, run the gunship, run the strike team as your final kill streak. I think that if you are good at this game, there's no reason to not run those. You'll absolutely tear it up. But in terms of consistent score streaks that I tend to earn, I like to rock the UAV, counter UAV, and Drone Squad. So lastly, when just comparing the Maddox to other assault rifles in this game, it really does shine above the rest. As you guys all know, like I said in the class, we're rocking fast mix, quick draw, and stock. Now, with the natural SMG-like build of the Maddox, nothing else in its class can come nearly close to competing with what it does naturally. So in terms of attachments that you can also throw onto it, like I said, the Vapor's weakness is going to be that you have stock 1, stock 2, but you have no quick draw. The KN has everything, but it doesn't do nothing special, no natural capabilities. The Rampart has a high damage profile, but it lacks stock and quick draw, so this is an absolute tank. It's slow. And then the ICR, you got that supreme accuracy, but once again, you got no stock, so your statue in your shoes. Now the Maddox does all of this, has decent damage, high fire rate, good accuracy, quick mobility, and that is all for the base guns. Now there is a new gun in this game called the SWAT RFT, which I haven't unlocked yet, but I've heard good things about it. It's supposed to be similar to the KN57, but from what I can see in terms of its base stats, it looks similar to a mix in between the Vapor and the Maddox, but it's once again supposed to be like a KN57 build. So when that comes out, I'll be sure to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on that and see if there is a new best gun in this game. But as for right now, guys, the Maddox is still the most consistent go-to weapon in this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this best class setup tutorial. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it down below in the comment section. If you guys did like it, also get back to me and let me know how it's been working out for you. If you guys have had any success with this class, I sure do. So that's gonna do it for today, guys, on the Maddox. And that's everything from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure you leave that like and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. If you guys do like these gun videos, don't worry, there will be more on the way. And that's all from me. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.